So has the Troon property market slowed down? Well, yes and no. Hi guys, Brian from Be Listed, and today we are looking at the Troon property market update for April 2026, focusing on figures from March, and March was actually a very interesting month. We saw available stock rise from 41 homes in February to 67 in March. At the same time, new instructions jumped from 21 up to 39 new properties coming to the market. Now, normally when stock rises that quickly, you might expect buyer demand to weaken slightly. But interestingly enough, sales agreed also doubled month on month, rising from 17 to 34. So buyers are definitely still active in the Troon market. Compared to March last year, we're also seeing more homes available, more properties coming to the market, and more sales agreed overall. However, there's one important shift happening. Homes are taking longer to sell than they were this time last year. Days on the market moved from around 54 days in March 2025 to 75 days this year. And honestly, that tells us quite a lot about buyer psychology right now. The demand is still there, but buyers are becoming more selective. They're comparing properties more carefully, they're negotiating harder, and they're reacting much more strongly to pricing and presentation. The homes that are well presented and realistically priced are still attracting the strongest interest. But overpriced homes, or homes that need far too much work, are taking longer to gain momentum. Now, there's also wider market conditions likely affecting confidence slightly. During April, we saw increased discussion around rising fuel and energy costs linked to the conflict in Iran. That pushed inflation expectations higher and led to some lenders increasing mortgage rates or repricing products entirely. Alongside this, the Easter holidays that likely caused a temporary pause in activity during what's normally a busy spring period. Personally, I don't see this as a collapse in demand. It feels much more like a short-term hesitation while buyers adjust to changing costs and borrowing conditions. On the rental side, Troon continues to perform strongly. Demand remains high for well-presented 2 and 3 bedroom homes, particularly properties that are close to transport links, the seafront, golf courses. Supply is also still relatively tight, which is helping support rental values across the area. So overall, what's the takeaway? Troon remains a strong market, but strategy matters more than ever. Pricing correctly from day one, presenting the property properly, and creating early momentum are becoming increasingly important if you want the best results. If you're thinking about selling, renting, or investing in Troon, and you'd like an honest conversation about where your property sits in today's market, feel free to get in touch. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next update.